Kauai, the oldest of the four main islands, is almost round in shape, consists of 550 square miles of beach, rainforest, desert, mountains and plains. It is also the most westerly main island. It is a unique place. People who visit here recognize this immediately. There are plenty of places in the world featuring sun and sea, but no other place offers the incomparable beauty, lushness, peace and serenity. For this reason, it is known as the Garden Island. Hawaiian culture is Hawaiian time. Tomorrow is another day. Hawaiians are more laid back and don't let things get to them easily. People are happy here. You'll notice that people smile more and drivers even wave at complete strangers without the middle finger leading the way. Kauai's interior is mountainous with deeply eroded valleys and large plains around most coastal areas. The windward side of the island, the north and the east, receive the majority of the rain, while the southern and western sections, the leeward parts, receive considerably less. A highway stretches almost all the way around the island except the northwest, the Nepali coast. The images of the island are thus reviewed in 5 regions, beginning with the north. Haena Point is where the road going westward ends, and an 11-mile Kalalau Trail, a hiker's challenge of hills and switchbacks, begins. In Haena, the Kei Beach, marked by a fabulous lagoon, offers great swimming and snorkeling when calm. Hanalei Beach is large and crescent-shaped, featuring a backdrop of lush, majestic mountains. The town is as eclectic as it gets. It includes long-time locals, itinerant surfers, new age types, celebrities, and every other type you can imagine. The town centre is the ideal place for a stroll. It is filled with historic buildings and home to several local businesses. The art galleries feature local artists, shops offer handmade jewellery and other great gifts. Most are refreshingly free of tacky tourist souvenirs. The picturesque Waioli Mission Church was founded in 1834 by American Christian missionaries and features American Gothic architecture. The mission hall stands as a major monument of Hawaiian architectural history, the primary inspiration for the Hawaiian double-pitched hipped roof. Conventional homes in rural settings are as close to utopia as you can get. The surrounding lush vegetation and tranquility make life here the envy of most. An unexpected hazard to be encountered throughout the island is roosters. These birds are wild and can be charming. They proliferated after 1992 when they were freed by the Hurricane Iniki. They are particularly stupid here. They do not know when they are supposed to crow, so they do it all day long just to cover themselves, probably for liability purposes. Going eastwards, the must-see Hanalei Valley opens up. The outlook into the valley is an artist's dream. The enchantment of lines, contours and shapes brings out the creative instinct in anyone with a paintbrush, pencil or camera. The changing light as the sun rises leaves one captivated by the sheer beauty of the varying shades and tonality of green separated by lines and water channels that feed the plants. The viewpoint is a captivating sight and one of the most photographed spots on the island. The panoramic views of the Hanalei River, expansive taro fields flanked on either side by towering emerald green mountains, full of Cascadian waterfalls, resides in one's memory long after the stay. The North Shore is where lushness takes on a new meaning. Every shade of green is presented in the myriad of foliage. In this postcard-perfect valley, most of the taro on the island is grown. Taro is a starchy root-like corm and is the staple crop of Pacific Islanders, cultivated here by native Hawaiians for centuries. The large leaves are stewed and the root is pounded into poi, which has a mildly sweet taste and a texture similar to potato. Poi is not the vegetable of choice of visitors who are not familiar with it. The Kilauea Lighthouse is perched on a bluff on the northernmost part of the island, overlooking the vast Pacific Ocean, and stands as a silent sentry. It was built in 1913 and housed the largest clamshell lens in existence at that time, and was used until the 1970s when it was replaced by a beacon. The surrounding region is blessed with prosperous smallholdings and verdant tropical vegetation. On the east coast, the area to the north and south of Kauai has many great beaches, accounting for the abundance of tourist accommodation, restaurants and shops found there. The region is generally referred to as the Coconut Coast because of the thousands of trees that were planted over a century ago, many of which are still around today. Bluebirds fly. You dream of, dreams really do come true. Some wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts. Just a few kilometers south of Kauai is the town of Wailua, the falls and the river. The falls is spectacular and is extensively used in promoting the island. Ease of access also makes it a popular attraction for visitors. Bluebirds fly and the dreams that you dare to. Smith's Tropical Paradise, close to Wailua, embraces a huge garden area in which to stroll, filled with ponds, tropical plants, peacocks and other birds. It also provides the best luau on all of the islands. Movies of Hawaii invariably include a luau scene where everyone stands around with a mai tai in one hand and a plate of kalua pig in the other. Kalua pigs are roasted in an earthen oven and emu covered with banana and other leaves for a day. The visitors witness a well-done ceremony of the emu being cleared of sand and vegetation and the pigs being removed before being shredded in the kitchen. Visitors can enjoy the shredded pork, Kauai-grown green salad, Japanese cucumber salad with chopped clams and mai tais in a covered area with entertainment. Poi is also available for you to sample and badmouth with authority if you disapprove of the taste. The food is good and the setting is marvelous. After the meal, you move to an adjoining area with a small pond separating the audience from the show. Here you are treated to a well-choreographed performance, complete with erupting volcano, the most dazzling luau show on all of the islands.
Watch them go, they'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dreams that you dare to, why, oh why can't I?
Lihue is the government and commercial center of the island, as well as a cultural and historical area. It is home to Kauai's main airport, the Lihue Airport, a small boat marina, and Nawiliwili Harbour, the island's major commercial shipping center and cruise ship port. Large sugar plantations, which were located near the town, necessitated the development of the harbour and the town at that time. Lihue nevertheless has retained its island charm despite urbanization. Tropical verdant vegetation remains evident as anywhere else on the island. Set along Kalapaki Beach on the Pacific Ocean, this upscale 356-room resort, the Kauai Marriott Hotel, is a superlative unto itself. It has beautifully landscaped beachfront grounds, a Jack Nicklaus-designed golf course, and one of the largest pools in Hawaii. If your pocketbook stretches to the US $700 a day, the Marriott Hotel would be for you. It offers most of the luxuries you can dream of. Poipu is located on Kauai's sunny south shore, boasts near-perfect weather year-round, and is home to some of the island's most popular beaches and restaurants to cater to the tourist industry. A spouting horn is a blowhorn in an area known for its crashing waves. The waves erode lava rocks, creating a narrow opening, such as the spouting horn. Water shoots upwards when forced through an opening and can shoot as high as 50 feet in the air, creating a sound suggestive of hissing. Hanapepe, Kauai's biggest little town, hasn't changed much over the last century. Its historic buildings are so authentic that the town was used as a location for films like The Thornbirds. The Zoto Zen Senshui Temple was founded in 1903, one of the two established in Hawaii. The temple thrived in a very rural sugar plantation community. However, the demise of the industry and the changing demographics of the island is forcing new challenges for the temple today. Waimea Canyon is a spectacular gorge with a unique geological history. Mark Twain, in 1896, when he visited the area, described it as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. As you ascend the main road and look down on the rural agricultural scenes, they change as the lookout point is reached. Here the main viewing area for the canyon and its panoramic views gives the most expansive outlook, even allowing you to go up to the rim. The canyon is 10 miles long, 1 mile wide, and 3,600 feet deep. It was formed not only by the steady process of erosion by the Waimea River, which, fueled by prodigious annual rainfall, deeply cut into the island's extensive lava and basalt fields, but also by a catastrophic collapse of the volcano that created Kauai. Nenes, Hawaiian geese, tend to hang out at lookouts. They are found nowhere else on the planet, and they are what you get when you take wayward Canadian geese and isolate them in the tropics for millions of years. Kalalau, the next lookout, which opens up the tall cliffs of the Nepali coast and the ocean along the northwest, spanning 17 miles along Kauai's northwestern shore. The Nepali coast is a sacred place defined by extraordinary natural beauty. These emerald-hued cliffs with razor-sharp ridges tower above the Pacific Ocean, revealing beautiful beaches and waterfalls that plummet to the lush valley floor. Is filled with surprises, even if the weather may appear to be a little dodgy. The Wailua Canyon provides its share, as it is a favored place for powered gliders. The pilot and passenger obtain an outstanding view from this craft, one that challenges that of a bird. The farewell wave is an appropriate point to end our journey.